Hey there, it's Whitney with messengerofspirit.com, and today we're going to be talking about why don't you like me syndrome. Yes, I said it's the syndrome that us intuitives can have sometimes. And this is something that you might be thinking, well, that was when I was a kid. Yes, it happens when you're younger, but as you move into adulthood, if you're really sensitive and especially empathic, you can also really wonder why people are not nice to you when you're just this loving, open, super sensitive being, right? I've had those experiences, and you probably have had those too. Now, they may exist in your family or maybe even in your acquaintance network or your coworkers, something like that. And here's the reason why. When it boils down to energy, it's because your vibration is not the same as their vibration. You are sensitive, you are open, you are loving, and when you get into their energy, they most likely are a little bit more dense energetically. Now, we're not judging anybody. I'm just saying probably that's what's going on. If you're somebody that's really light, you're positive and you're happy, and then you're around somebody who is not that way, they most likely are comfortable in their own little negative bubble. And so you turning on the light is like, oh, that's too bright. Oh, go away. I can't stand it. Similarly to if we are asleep and we're not really awake, right? And we have a dark room and we're comfortable in being in our dark room, we might wish that we would get up early and we think about all the things that we could possibly do for the day. But it's really comfortable being in this bed, in this comfort zone. And if you come in, you turn on the light and you throw off their covers and say, get up, it's time to get up, they're not going to be super happy with you. So you can take that example and really apply it to someone's energy and their vibration, and you can see a little bit more of what I'm talking about. Now, most of the time when we're with somebody in that place where we cannot disengage. So a family, for instance, if you are living with family and it's just the way it is until you get older or a situation occurs or needs to change, then what happens is sometimes we're in that person's life or they're in our life for a reason. And so, of course, if they are not really on our vibe, what we can learn is compassion. And what we can learn is love and understanding what's going on with this person is not super awesome, but I appreciate and I'm grateful. Appreciate them. I'm grateful for their teaching me their lesson of love and patience and kindness, because you can always choose to be positive and kind. Now, similarly, they are also learning a lesson from you as well, but they might not choose to learn it, but they could be learning by example, right? And so that might not happen to them right then, but it could happen to them in 12 years, and you've taught them something beautiful and wonderful. Now, that doesn't mean that your spirit guides want you to stay in that process and stay in that vibration. Of course, they're going to want the best for you. So always be connected to your intuition so you can start to feel, I feel like I'm getting the lesson, or I feel like it's time to move on, and those kind of things. Now, those of us who are really sensitive and we're empathic, we just want to help people. We end up attracting people that are in need of help, and that can be okay. But if somebody is not treating us with respect or treating us with kindness, then we really have to look at that situation and say, what's my responsibility here? Because my responsibility is probably not necessarily going to be staying in this communication with this person. Now, this can also happen with people who you think you would like. And that can be somebody that's also interested in intuition or metaphysics. And, my eyes are really open because I thought when we got into this world, everybody was love and light. But everybody has a different vibration. And so even though I want to connect with somebody and I love what I think they stand for and what they're writing or what they're doing or producing, it doesn't mean I'm going to get them on a personal level. And so what Spirit's saying is, Whitney, that door is closed. You need to move on. And so if I move into somebody's vibration and I think, why don't you like me? I'm really trying to connect to you. I have to, one, look at why did that trigger me? Maybe that person angered me. Maybe I didn't like what that person said. And so I do need to look at my stuff and say, why did I feel that way? Why am I taking it so personally? What's going on here, Whitney? And see if there is a lesson. Now, I'm not talking about doing that when people are just completely rude and they are disrespectful and those things, because there's no excuse for that. I'm more talking about your reaction of, is there anything that is going on that I need to uncover? Maybe it's under the surface. Maybe I need to dig a little deeper. Now, if somebody doesn't like you, that's okay. Not everybody's going to like everybody. And if you think about these huge names and energies that have totally changed the world, nobody has said everyone likes X, Y, Z. You can't have everybody like you, right? You just can't. Look at Oprah. She has this beautiful empire of awesomeness. And I'm sure some people just don't like her. I don't know why, but some people just might not. So know that you're not alone. You're in this. And a couple things to help you get over it. One, look at yourself. What is your contribution? What can you do to really say, it's okay that they don't like me. It's okay. You're not missing out on anything. Your spirit guides are most likely telling you the door is closed and to move on, and it's okay. I've had some opportunities that I thought would be amazing. And then when I tried to take advantage of the opportunity because I thought it was right there on the path, and I felt like all the little doors shut, or the people I interacted with weren't all love and light, or they just didn't like me for some reason. And I was so upset about it. But I'm thankful because now hindsight, I see why that wasn't a good fit. So trust in your spirit guides, number one. Also look at your triggers, number two. And what I'd love for you to do, because you're most likely an empath if you're struggling with this, take a few moments, take a deep breath in, and just let it out, and imagine all that frustrated feeling is moving out of your root chakra, out of your legs, down through your feet and into the core of the earth, and let the core of the earth transmute that energy so that it does become love and light. Another thing that you can do, number four, is imagine that you're inside of an energy bubble when you're moving into this person's vibration. If you're already in it and you feel offended or you feel, what I like to do is imagine a white bubble of light within me, so at my heart or in my solar plexus, and then just let it move out, let it move out, let it move out all the way through. So you're actually transmuting that negative yuck that you got, and you're also pushing it out, pushing out, pushing out, so that you're reminded of your own love and your beautiful vibration that's surrounding you. Hopefully that helps. Now, if you want to find a group of people that get you and you would like to find more community because you're like, Whitney, I've gone to my local events and I just don't feel like anybody gets me, I'd love to welcome you into our tribe. It's a free private Facebook group. You can find us at facebook.com/groups/intuitive tribe. And as always, if you're interested in learning more about your intuitive language, you can go to messengerofspirit.com/quiz to take your free quiz. All right, talk with you soon.